is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
And this is a DC Legends video. Happy Black History Month. Quick shout, I just had a colleague tell me about the 1916 project, so I found the audiobook, I downloaded it, I'm gonna get into that soon, so I'm gonna make a recommendation based off of her recommendation that I should read it in honor of Black History Month. So I'm gonna drop that off for you guys there, and I am going to go over my top 10 energy tunes in the game. Now, I'll have to say this, and I'm gonna try to use a disclaimer because when I did the top 10 list physicals with Dr. Zabaro, one of the things I kind of learned throughout is I have to go ahead and say, like, this is my top 10. Like, this is based on like my playing style, what I enjoy doing. I think there are some undeniable tunes there that you just have to give credit to, but a lot of this is according to the style of play I have and what I like to do. So before we get into any of that, I drop these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe, and if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Now, still trying to work out this emulator situation. Anybody who has tech advice, please let me know, because what is basically about to happen is that I'm just gonna have to start pre-recording everything and then just talking through it like football coaches film. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's too many lags and everything going on in it. So like for my next character reviews, I think that's the route I'm gonna go until I can buy a new computer or get this one fixed, one or the other. But in any case, lastly, well, no, actually, I am also about to do the, I didn't get a chance to do it last time because of computer issues. I'm gonna do right after this video, the top 10 as decided by you video. And I'm just gonna go through my reactions. And there, honestly, there was a big surprise at the top of that list. So yeah, big surprise. So I'm gonna go and do that next. But now we're gonna get to the top 10 energy. So first, as you see the 4 up there, these are my honorable mentions. You have Kilowog. Kilowog has an awesome ability where he can empower, he give empower strength ups on his A2. He does the reduced turn meter and stun primary target on the A3, which is great for dealing with Azrael. Arcus, a lot, and this is the thing, I'm being stubborn about something. Arcus is awesome. However, for my play style, he doesn't fit into my top 10. I know some of you will put him number 1, top 10, but I didn't. So yeah, there's someone else in there that is taking his place. If you guys have watched the channel before or have seen my other top 10 energy list, you'll know who I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna leave it. You guys will see it's coming, and then you can just destroy my comments section later. Black Lightning, very mid-game, early game. Love the character in game, do not like the TV show. But he was looming large back before Green Lantern Hal Jordan was able to take out Harley Quinn. I would have a combination of Black Lightning and Lex, AW, Assault Warsuit Lex, and they would be able to take care of her. Plus, he was like, at the time, the only energy tune that was worth the damn in terms of healing. This was also before Lex actually had his rework. He could strip buffs, double damage when he's overhealed. He's actually still a very good character. You can play with him relatively easily, so I like him. Jessica Cruz, also very, very mid-game for me. Absolutely love Jessica Cruz. Think she's a great tune. Farm those frags. She is now officially in heroic campaign mode, if I'm not mistaken. So those are my honorable mentions. So now let's get to the actual list. Now the more I think about it, the more I'm getting kind of worried about what this actual, like, no, I got confidence in my list. Kind of. So we will see. So now coming in at number 10 is a little bit of a respect legacy pick. She still looms large in the game. I think she's still a great taunter. I think she can be really, really good, especially when paired with Kilowog, as I mentioned. And that is Power Girl. Power Girl on her A2, she turns 0 taunter. She's a different kind of taunter than the ones that I really, really like, which are tanky taunters. She's more of a death immunity heal taunter, similar to Arcus in that vein. She has great A3 once she has 5 strength up. She can lay down some heavy damage. Even in the end game, she can still lay down some heavy shots. So Power Girl is kind of she's very, very mid game, but she's definitely in game viable. More so than, well, in my view, more so than Jessica Cruz or Black Lightning would be. especially paired with Kilowog. She's an awesome tune. So coming in at number 10 is Power Girl. Coming in at number 9 is a tune that I already liked him before his rework, his recent rework, and I still like him. Like, that has not changed. And that is Flash, Wally West. Wally West A2 puts him on this list. The A2 is basically where you give turn meter up, so 30% turn meter up and 3 speed ups to all your allies, and you also give an awareness. Now the new one is you give an awareness and give an awareness to another ally. Just because of that, not to mention the fact that he is, well, at the time when I was using him the most, he was the fastest in the game. That was before Impulse came in. Impulse is now the fastest, but he's still kind of the most useful, if I could put it that way, because when Impulse goes first, he doesn't reduce any turn meter or give any turn meter. When Wally West goes, he's giving 30% turn meter up. So you ensure that your team goes first, especially if there's like another lead, like a Martian Manhunter or a Cheetah, and then you give him that 30% turn meter up. Like, you're really able to get your team up on good terms. Like, you put them in a perfect position to win. I was just checking to see if I should add that 10% there for the crit chance, but I'll worry about that another time. All right, so now moving on to number 8. Number 8 might be the controversial one. Hey, it doesn't want to do nothing for me, yo. Come on. So now, moving on to number 8. This is going to be the problem. Number 8 for me is Starfire. Starfire ramps and ups when enemies attack allies. When you heal an ally, she ramps intelligence ups on her A1. Some people have called her a one-trick pony, but damn it, that's a good trick. Not to mention the fact she does stun and give hit chance downs on her A2, so it's not exactly one trick. However, she cracks skulls so hard that 9 times out of 10, you really don't need to use the stun or the hit chance downs. But she does ramp herself very well, goes very well with Lex, goes very well with Darkseid. So for me, this would be the spot where you could debate Arcus or Starfire, and I would put Starfire in over Arcus. I like her more. That's just, hey, that's me. All right, so now you have permission to nuke my comment section. Now, coming in at number 7, and now think about it, I mean, hell, maybe I should put her higher up. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it here. Coming in at number 7 is Supergirl. Since her rework, she has become an absolute beast, especially since she can attack twice on her A1 when you hit an enemy, and they then give them the crit chance downs, and then she'll hit twice. You run her with Darkseid, that means she's hitting you 4 times more often than not. So she's absolutely incredible there. If a teammate gets a critical shot, she uses Strength of Hope, which gives everybody turn meter up, and I think it's infinity resistance ups, which nobody cares about those. But then her A3 can do solid damage, but you're really trying to get those crit chance downs on your enemy team, and then she can just go nuts and wipe out entire teams just by using her heat vision like over and over and over again. So I'm glad they did that rework. It made her so much better. So coming in at number 7 is Supergirl. Now number 6 is a very, very much me pick, because this goes to what I like to do in the game, how I like to use taunters, and that is Clayface. Clayface is just a tanky taunter. He can't be no crit shots received. He keeps taunt on him. He makes and then on top of it, if that taunt ends up getting stripped, the rest of the team has invisibility, so then he's still effectively taunting. You can still only attack him. Agility ups on top of that. Now with Wonder Girl, he calls the whip. However, she's not the problem that she used to be back in the past, but still something to be aware of. But like, Clayface is absolutely, to me, one of the best energy tunes in the game. Definitely get those frags. I think he might still be in the PvP shop. I'm not sure. I think he still is. So that is number 6. Now we get into the top 5. And honestly, like 5 through, let's see, 4 through 7, if you jumbled them up, I could see your point. So coming in at number 5, and he's fallen off a little bit, and I think it's because some people have discovered how good Cheetah is at doing this as well, and how fast you can get her leveled up. That's Martian Manhunter. His turn meter at the start of battles alone puts him up in the top 5, but not to mention the fact that he also gives debuff immunity on his A2. He gives the entire team awareness. He can do solid damage, but on his A3, he does then remove buffs and lay down a stun. So overall, I think Martian Manhunter is a great lead. I think I had him like number 2 or number 3 last time I did this list, but recently he has fallen off quite a bit because the thing that you would do, or that a lot of people would do, is have Martian Manhunter paired with Black Flash, and that's just what you do. And then once Aquaman came into the game, that became a little bit less prevalent in the game, and so that kind of took away the power and the force that Cheetah and Martian Manhunter had in the game. You still see it around a lot, but not nearly as dominant as it used to be. So Martian Manhunter coming in at number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is one I gotta put him at number 4 just out of respect, just because I know the game. I hardly ever use him because there is a better option out there, but that is Green Lantern Hal Jordan. Again, just on the ability alone to start your team off with 2 turns of debuff immunity is incredible. So that alone puts him there, but then also on his A1, he calls assist if he's shielded. His hammer time does strip 10 buffs and is like the anti-Harley Quinn. His strength of will gives everybody shield and then reduces the cooldowns of all his ability. Like, he has special damage and physical damage in his kit. I think it's like one of 6 tunes that does that. So absolutely incredible tune, and farmable like everywhere in heroic campaigns. So he's very easy to get up, and he's very, very, very in-game viable. I always see a Green Lantern Hal Jordan on my PvP boards. So just out of sheer respect, even though I don't even use him that much, I got to put him in at number 4. Number 3 might have some of you guys looking at me sideways. I will say he is now the 2nd best lead in the game. I can understand why people would say he's the 1st best lead in the game. He held that crown for a while, and then it kind of got nudged when Black Flash came in, but he was still a beast. And now he is still a beast, however, for my style of play. I love how I can hide behind that. Like, for me, for my style of play. Lex comes in at number 3. Incredible healer, best healer in the game. Anytime somebody buffs, he heals them, gives them turn meter. Once you get a team going with them and start buffing pretty regularly, you're pretty much in good shape. Superboy runs well under him. Starfire runs well under him. Any special damage tunes that you can name, from Artemis straight on to give me another special down to Spectre, like, they all run well under Lex because he just gives out so many int ups, gives you so much overheal that it makes your team very, very hard to take out. So Lex is absolutely incredible. Call assist on his A3, stripping buffs on his A1. Like, he's absolutely incredible. Putting him in at number 3. Number 2 is so valuable to me because she also is the key to my one of the keys to my Go Second team. Like, my entire Go Second team, I can't really remove anybody but Spectre. But my Go Second team would be nothing without her, because she gives debuff immunity. She gives agility ups. She'll do it again. Meltdown will proc if there aren't agility ups and you just happen to be in a bad way. When she gets her turn and she has a bunch of debuffs on her, she purges those buffs and attacks the enemy team before she gets her turn. She has I can't miss on the A1 that helps you deal with all those evasion ups. If you have any of those little SOBs who are just sticking around like Cassandra Cain and just won't die like Dove. Terra, absolutely incredible tune in the game. Number 2, I think I had her much further down, but her utility is just so fantastic. And I hate that I didn't get her new 52 skin, because I love that skin. And I didn't get it, and I might have to get it next time it's in the shop. And the moment I have enough frags, I'm taking her RB1. So Terra comes in at number 2. Who's number 1, you might ask? Some of you probably are like, that's kind of obvious. And some of you have probably forgotten about who should be number 1. And he should be number 1. He should always be number 1, just because, well, yeah, I'm about to go into a rant about something that might be a little bit overboard, but they fixed his bug. He's usable again, and when you use him, he's an absolute monster. That is Superman. After Superman's rework, he just became an absolute beast, and I absolutely love him for it. On his A1, which he'll do randomly, he can stun. He ramps like hell, gives himself a ton of strength ups, gives himself death immunity, damage immunity. Like, he purges all of his buffs, 85% chance of purge buffs whenever he gets his, or debuffs whenever he gets his turn. Like, Absolutely incredible. Best energy lead in the game. I am tempted to say best lead in the game. And I mean, there are other leads that I use a lot more. And that's because he had that bug going and I was just avoid using him. And I used him a couple of times. And to this point, there hasn't been like another like gigantic reset and I got to start the whole game over. So I think they were able to fix the bug. And if they were, Superman's going to be on my roster. Like, he's going to be on all of my PvP teams just about. So, absolutely love Superman. He is where he belongs at number 1. I will say this, though, and I said this before. Let's go ahead and switch over the skins. These Russian pajamas, I don't know. They should have given us the Red Sun suit that they gave. I'm still upset about that. 2 years later, I'm still bitter. But black suit, love it. Still like the Superman Beyond more. But I'm gonna say this: the is that like what the is that? I don't. It bothers me. It looks weird. Looks like it should be in the Umbrella Academy. I don't like it. I like Umbrella Academy. I don't like that. That I don't like. I don't even want to look at it no more. Get me off that. Get me off that. That suit's ugly too. Like he has like 6 skins and half of them are just booty ugly. Like, ugh. Anyway, that's going to do it. Let me know your top 10. Put it in the comment section below. Help me get to 1,000. I'm almost there. Then once I hit monetization, I can open up so many more avenues for things I can do, including maybe repairing this computer. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.